Hello Yogis, welcome back to the mat. Today's practice is a full body vinyasa. We'll be working on standing balancing asanas and twists, back bends, building strength in the body and opening up of our quads and hamstrings and a little bit of everything. If you do have yoga blocks and a strap, have it handy. We'll be needing it for a few asanas, but it's not a mandatory requirement. If you don't have them, you can still do the entire vinyasa without any props. And as always, please listen to your body and how you're feeling during the practice. If something feels off in your body, then you can skip that entire asana and swap it with something else that suits you today, or you can use a modification or use a prop, or make this flow yours and tailor it around your requirements. And thank you so much for all the support and love I'm getting on all my videos, and that's been really encouraging. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, and whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. We'll begin our practice today at the top of the mat. Engage your lower abs, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, coming up on the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, cactus your arms and open your chest up towards the sky. Extend your arms alongside your ear here if you want to challenge your balance. Next breath, straighten your knees and swan dive, fold forward. Halfway lift. Sit your hips back. Bring your chest to rest on the tops of your thighs and extend your arms alongside your body, palms facing down. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, come all the way down, lifting your heels off the mat and balancing on your tippy toes or the ball mounds of your feet. Bring your palms to your chest and slowly shift your weight forward. Bring your knees down onto the mat. Lift your hips off your heels and bring your knees slightly wider than hip distance. Palms come to support your lower back and take a mini back bend here. Squeeze your elbows and open your chest up towards the sky. Come back up. Bring your hips down onto the mat between your heels. If this is too hard for you, you can use a block underneath your sit bones here. Bring your palms to rest on your heels and slowly lean back. Come only as far as it is possible for you today. It's a very, very deep quad stretch. If you can come all the way down onto the mat, take a breath here, enjoying your quad opening. Next breath, come all the way back up. Shift your weight forward, tuck your toes and lift your knees off the mat. Adjust your stance and bring your palms to your chest. Bring your heels down onto the mat and come back up the same way you went down. Arms come alongside your ears, coming into a chair pose. Weight is on your heels. Come all the way up, palms to your chest. We'll do that sequence one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, coming up on the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, open your chest up towards the sky, cactusing your arms. Extend your arms alongside your ears if you need an extra challenge for your balance. Come all the way back up, bring your heels down onto the mat and fold forward. Halfway lift. Sit your hips back, bring your chest to rest on the tops of your thighs. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Shift your weight forward, lift your heels off the mat. Bring your sit bones onto your heels and balance on your toes. Slowly shift your weight forward, bringing your knees down onto the mat. Lift your hips off the mat and bring your knees slightly wider than hip distance. Support your lower back with your palms. Squeeze your elbows and open your chest up towards the sky. Come back up. Bring your Sit bones onto the mat. Your hands can rest on your heels and slowly lean back, coming all the way down if you can onto the mat, or you can lean back as far as you can and feel the quad stretch there. One breath here. Come back up. Shift your weight forward. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat and keep your knees opening wide, and bring your palms to your chest and hold here for a breath. Close your knees. Bring your heels down onto the mat. Hands come alongside your ears, coming into your chair pose. Come all the way back up and take a deep breath. We'll do some shoulder flossing here. Bring your yoga strap if you have that handy, or you can use a towel or a belt, anything that you can hold on both ends. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Tuck your tailbone, engage your core, and hold your yoga strap tight on both ends. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it up and over your head towards the back of your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, up and over your head towards the front of your legs. And as you move your yoga strap over your head, make sure that there is no slack in your yoga strap. Keep it tight at both ends. 3 more. Every exhale, move your yoga strap up and over your head. You can take this as slow or as fast as you want. You can adjust your grip depending on the tightness of your shoulders. Put your strap to one side and come back into your Tadasana. Bring your right knee into your chest, and you can hold on the outside of your right knee with your left hand and take a standing twist. Or if you have the balance, you can grab on the outer edge of your right foot and extend your right hand towards the back of the mat. Take a twist. Bring your knee back into your chest. Grab hold of your right big toe with your 2 peace fingers. Open your right knee to the side and grow tall on your standing leg. Your left hand is resting on your hips, and you can either stay here or slowly start kicking your right leg. One more breath. Come back to the center, back to your Tadasana. We'll do that on the other side. Bring your left knee into your chest. Take a twist with your leg bent, or grab hold on the knife edge side of your left foot. Extend your left leg. Left hand opens up towards the back edge of the mat. Take a standing twist. Back to center. Grab hold of the left big toe with your 2 peace fingers. Open your left knee out towards the side body. You can either stay here, or if you have the balance, slowly start kicking your left leg straight. Don't sink into your hips. Grow tall on your standing leg. Release your leg back onto the mat. Come back into your Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, palm the mat, step back into your plank pose. Exhale, bring your right hand down, left hand down, coming into your forearm plank. Engage your core. We'll take hip dips from here. Next breath, dip your right hip down. Come back to the center. Left hip down. back to center, 2 more on each side, right hip down, back to center, left hip down, back to center, 1 more, come back to the center, bring your knees down and come up onto all fours. We'll take a puppy stretch, and if you have 2 blocks, line them up at the top of the mat. Bring your palms onto your blocks. Make sure that your hips are directly over your knees. Adjust your stance and bring your chest all the way down onto the mat, extending both your hands. You should feel a nice opening in your shoulders. You can bring your chin down onto the mat, or you can bring your forehead down onto the mat, depending on how deep you can get here. Keep working towards bringing your chest towards the mat. Engage your core and breathe. Come all the way up. Move your blocks to one side. Come on to all fours. Make sure that your shoulders are directly over your palms, your hips are directly over your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, extend your right leg back and left arm forward. Square your hips down onto the mat. Exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Next breath, left arm comes onto the left side of the body. Right leg extends to the opposite direction. Come back to the center. 2 more. Extend your left hand and right leg in the opposite direction. Come back to the center. 1 more. Extend. Back to center. Next breath, bring your left palm down onto the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Place your right foot in between your palms. Sink your hips all the way down onto the mat. Arms come alongside your ears. Open your chest up towards the sky. You can either stay here or cactus your arms and open your chest up towards the sky. 1 breath. Bring your hands back alongside your ears. Grow tall in your torso. Shift your weight back. Flex your right foot. Fold forward into your half splits. Back of your neck is long. Shoulders are moving away from your ears. Come back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee off the mat, coming into your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your chest. Left elbow comes on the outside of your right knee. Take a twist in your crescent lunge. You can either stay here or you can extend your hands and deepen your twist. 1 breath. Cartwheel your arms. Open up. Warrior 2. Sink your hips down. Adjust your stance. Flip your right palm. Reverse your warrior. Left hand can come behind your back towards your right thigh. 1 breath. Next breath, side angle. Right hand can rest on the top of your right thigh. Bring your right hand alongside your ear. Both hands are extended. Reverse your warrior again with keeping your hands extended. Next breath, bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot, extended side angle. Slowly start straightening your right leg, transitioning into your triangle. Left hand is still extended over your ears. Reverse your triangle. Square your hips to the front of the mat, coming back into your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your hips. Adjust your stance. Make sure that both your feet are on parallel tracks. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Hinge from your hips and fold forward into your pyramid. Halfway lift. Bring your left palm on the mat directly under your left shoulder and take a twist in your pyramid. Right hand extends towards the sky. One breath. Slowly shift your weight slightly forward and lift your left foot off the mat, transitioning into a twisted half moon. Keep rotating your chest towards the longest side of the mat. Bend your front leg. Come back into your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your chest and transition into warrior 3. One breath. Fold forward into your standing splits. You can have your right hand holding your right calf or both your palms down onto the mat. Halfway lift. Bring your left foot on the outside of your right foot. You're in a cross-legged forward fold. Stretching your IT band here. Halfway lift. Palm the mat. Step back into your plank pose. Bring your right hand down onto the mat, followed by your left hand. Walk your feet towards your hands, coming into your dolphin. Lift your right leg up, 3-legged dolphin. Switch legs, 3-legged dolphin on the other side. Come back into your dolphin, bend your knees, look towards your palm, shift your weight onto your palm, move through your plank, flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. One breath here in downward dog. Bring your knees down onto the mat, adjust your stance and come back into all fours. Extend your left leg back, right hand forward. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch under your chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Next breath, left leg and right hand extends on the opposite directions. Come back to the center. Exhale, extend in the opposite direction. Come back to the center. One more. Back to center. Bring your right hand back to the mat. Bring your left knee into your chest. Place your left foot in between your palms. Sink your hips down, coming into your low lunge. Arms come alongside your ears. Open your chest up towards the sky. You can cactus your arms and hold it here, or you can extend your hands alongside your ears. One breath. Grow tall in your torso. Shift your weight back. Extend your left leg. Flex your left foot. Fold forward into your half splits. One breath in your half splits. Come all the way back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the mat. Palms come to your chest. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left leg and twist in your crescent lunge. You can either stay here in your twist or extend your hands and deepen your twist. One breath. Cartwheel your arms, open up, warrior 2. Adjust your stance. Sink your hips down. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. Right hand can come behind your back. Exhale into your supported side angle. Right hand alongside your ears. Extend your left hand alongside your ears and Reverse your warrior once more. This time bring your left hand on the inside of your left leg, coming into side angle. Next breath, start extending your left leg, transition into your triangle. Bring your right hand to extend over your ears. Keep rotating your top shoulder towards the sky. One breath. Reverse your triangle. Face the front of the mat. Come into your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your hips. Adjust your stance. If you need to take a step closer with your back foot, make sure that both your feet are on parallel tracks. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Squeeze your inner thighs and fold forward into your pyramid. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Halfway lift. Bring your right palm directly underneath your right shoulder. Extend your left hand towards the sky, twisting in your pyramid, squeezing your inner thighs. Look towards your mat. Shift your weight slightly forward. Keep your twist. Lift your back foot off the mat, transitioning into a twisted half moon. Come back into your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your chest. Shift your weight forward and hinge from your hips, transitioning into your warrior 3. Fold all the way forward. You can bring your palms down onto the mat, or you can have your left hand holding your left ankle, transitioning into standing splits. Bring your right foot on the outside of your left. Fold forward into a cross-legged forward fold. Stretching your right IT band here. Palm the mat. Step back into your plank pose. Left arm down. Left forearm down, followed by your right forearm. Walk into your dolphin. Lift your right leg up. Three-legged dolphin. Left heel comes towards the mat. Switch sides. Come back into your dolphin. Bend your knees. Look towards your palms. Shift your weight towards the palms and move through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Come all the way back. Downward facing dog. Bring your knees back down onto the mat, coming onto your all fours. Adjust your stance. Next breath, kickstand your right leg. Bring your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat and open up into your supported side plank. Extend your left hand alongside your ears, and the weight is on the knife edge side of your extended leg. One breath here. Exhale. Come all the way up into your gate pose. One breath. Come back into your supported side angle. Lift your left foot off the mat. Next, exhale, bring your knee to touch your left elbow. Extend back. 2 more of these. Every exhale, take a side body crunch. Come back. Bring your left palm back onto the mat. Left knee comes into your chest. Place your left foot in between your palms. Come back into your low lunge. Bring your hands alongside your ears and sink your hips down onto the mat. Extend back. Shift your hips back. Extend your left leg. Flex your left foot. Come into your half splits. You can either stay in your half splits, or if you feel you're ready for coming into a full splits, extend both your legs and sink all the way down into your full splits. Your front knee is facing up, back knee is facing down. Try to square your hips to the front edge of the mat. One breath in your splits. Come out of your splits, back into your half splits, or if you are in half splits, come all the way back into your low lunge. One breath, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the mat, transition into your crescent lunge, bring your palms to your chest, shift your weight forward in and hinge from your hips, coming into warrior 3. One breath in your warrior 3. If you have your block, bring your block a few inches in front of your left foot, or bring your left palm a few inches in front of your left foot and stack your hips, open up into your half moon. Flex your right foot, either stay in your half moon or bend your right leg, grab hold on the inside of your right foot and kick into your palm, open your chest, coming into a sugar cane. Release back into your half moon. Play with trying to square your chest back to the mat. Coming back, warrior 3. Next breath, bend your right knee and bring your right knee on the outside of your left. Sink your hips down, coming into a Shiva squat. Back to warrior 3. One more. Shiva squat. Hold for a breath. Slowly bring your back knee down onto the mat. Bring your sit bones down onto the mat. And your left foot is on the outside of your right thigh. So make sure that both your sit bones are down on the mat. Square your chest to the front. Wrap your right hand around your left knee. Open your chest towards the longest side of the mat. Take a twist. Keep your chest open. Back to center. Bring both your palms down onto the mat and step back into your plank. Bring your right palm directly underneath your right shoulder and open up into a full side plank. You can either stay here or play with lifting your left foot off the mat, left leg off the mat. Come back into your side plank. Place your left heel behind and extend your left hand alongside your ears. Open up into your wild thing. Squeeze your glutes and open your hips up towards the sky. Back to your plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Come all the way back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward dog. Bring your knees down onto the mat. Come back into your all fours. Kickstand your left foot, left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Extend your right leg, stack your hips, come into your supported side plank. Make sure that your left palm is directly underneath your left shoulder and the weight is on the knife edge side of your extended leg. One breath. Exhale, open up into your gate. Right hand comes on top of your right leg, left hand extended over your ears. Back into your supported side plank. Lift your right leg up. Exhale, crunch. Extend, crunch, extend. One more crunch, extend. Bring your right palm back onto the mat and Bring your right knee into your chest. Place your right foot in between your palms. Sink your hips down. Extend your hands alongside your ears, coming into your low lunge. Cactus your arms. Open your chest up towards the sky. Take a breath. Bring your palms back alongside your ears. Shift your hips back. Extend your right leg. Flex your right foot. Fold forward into your half splits. Extend the back of your neck. Shoulders are moving away from your ears. Either stay here in your half splits, or if you want to play with taking your full splits, extend both your legs all the way out and bring your hips down onto the mat. I am very tight on this side. If you are like me, use a block underneath your right hamstring and work towards squaring your hips to the front edge of the mat. Pull up on your kneecaps. One breath in your splits, whichever variation you are taking. And transition back through your half splits. Come back into your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee off the mat, coming back into your crescent. Palms come to your chest. Shift your weight forward and hinge from your hips, coming into warrior 3. One breath. If you want, you can use a block in front of your right foot, or you can bring your palm a few inches in front of your right foot. Stack your hips, coming into half moon. Either stay here or bend your top leg, grab hold on the inside of your left foot and kick into your palm. Open your chest. Release back into your half moon. Play with your balance. Slowly bring your chest to square the mat again. Transition, if your foot comes down onto the mat, that's fine. Transition back into your warrior 3. Bring your right knee on the outside of your left, Jiva squat. Back to warrior 3. One more. Jiva squat. Hold here for a breath. Bring your back knee down all the way down onto the mat. Your sit bones come down onto the mat. Right foot is on the outside of your left thigh. Square your chest to the front edge of the mat. Wrap your left hand around your right knee and take a seated twist. Square your hips back to the mat. Move your block if it's in your way. Palm the mat, step back into your plank pose. Bring your left palm directly under your left shoulder and open up into your side plank. You can either stay here or play with lifting your top leg off the mat and trying to balance here. Slowly come back into your side plank. Step your foot behind your right leg. Open your hips up towards the sky. Right hand comes alongside your ears. Squeeze your glutes. Come back into your plank pose. Flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Come all the way back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in your downward dog. Bring your knees back down onto the mat. Cross your legs. Soles of your feet come together, coming into a butterfly. If your knees are off the mat, you can use blocks underneath your knees to bridge that gap. Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Lengthen your spine, open your chest, either stay here or hinge from your hips, fold forward. Lengthen through the crown of your head, lengthen the back of your neck, shoulders are moving away from your ears. Come all the way back up and bring your back down onto the mat. Move your blocks if it's in your way. Come all the way down onto the mat. Make sure that your heels are directly underneath your knees and the weight is in your heels. Tuck your tailbone, engage your lower abs. One breath. You can either take a full wheel or you can stay in your bridge. And next exhale, lift your hips off the mat, engage your core and squeeze your glutes. You can either stay in your bridge, or if you want to play with taking a full wheel, bring your palms on either side of your ears. One breath, and next exhale, push all the way up into your wheel pose. If you are playing with straightening your legs in your full wheel, try to bring your weight on to the big toe edge of your feet. Release your wheel, come all the way back down onto the mat. Windshield wiper your knees. We'll play with taking another full wheel, or you can completely switch this with your bridge, or you can play with taking a happy baby pose. If you are taking a full wheel, make sure that your alignment is correct. Lift your hips off the mat, come into your bridge, bring your palms on either side of your ears, push into your palms, transition into your full wheel. Slowly release and come all the way back down onto the mat. And if that was your last back bend for today's practice, bring your knees into your chest and roll from side to side, releasing your lower back. Hug your knees into your chest and take a full breath. Shift your hips over your shoulders, support your lower back with your palms. Point your toes, coming into a shoulder stand. Make sure that the weight is on your upper arms and it's not on your neck. Lengthen the back of your neck. Stay in your shoulder stand for a breath. We'll be transitioning into a plow from here. Bend your knees, bring your knees over your forehead, extend your legs, bring your toes onto the ground or onto your mat over your head. You can clasp your fingers and extend your hands in the opposite direction. Keep working your knees away from your face and try to bring your hips to stack directly on your shoulders. Bend your knees, slowly release your hips back down onto the mat. Cross your right leg over your left, bind it either once or twice, and bring your knees on the outside of your left hips, taking a supine twist. Make sure that both your shoulder blades are down on the mat and chest is opening towards the sky. You can use a block underneath here if your knees are far away from the ground. Release back to the center and switch sides. Left leg crosses over your right, bind it either once or twice. Bring your knees on the outside of your right hip, chest opens up towards the sky. Both your shoulder blades are down on the mat. Take a supine twist. Breathe into your belly in your twist. Release back to the center, and we'll end our practice here in Shavasana. You can have your knees bent or you can extend both your legs. Please don't skip this part. Take at least 1 minute of Shavasana just to consolidate your practice and thank your body for everything that it does for you. Stay here as long as it feels nice. And whenever you are ready to come out of Shavasana, slowly open your eyes, turn on to one side and slowly come up into a seated position.